we're going?
Yeah, I think this is Foley Square.
Yeah.
So we're opposite this park. This is the federal courthouse. We walk all the way through down here. That should be Park Road. And then we're back on Broadway. Yeah, I think I know where we are.
So we're just walking past the, what's it called, Nick? The Federal Court? Just here, and behind me, the Supreme Court. And wow, absolutely magnificent. You know, I've seen these buildings on films and TV shows before, but it's very cool seeing them kind of in real life. Oh, there's a Top Shop. So yeah, we've been in New York for not quite 24 hours yet. It feels like we've been here for a week. We've been just on the go since we got here. We got in yesterday afternoon.
Hang on.
What?
Am I going the right way? My map's a bit.
I think we're going in roughly the right direction. That must be Reed Street. So yeah.
Just St Andrews Plaza there, babe.
That's right here. So if we go down Reed Street. Yeah. Where is it?
We're there, right?
Yeah.
We need to get to this.
World Trade Center. Okay,
So we need to get to this park.
Alright, we'll just keep going straight then. We're basically just going straight. So we're trying to make our way to the 9/11 memorial. Nick is really bad at directions, so I'm usually the one navigating. But we'll see if we get there. How awesome is this? So, what do you think of this place?
I don't know, it's just, I'm glad we came. I think it's a fitting tribute to what was a horrific event, and I remember where I was when it happened. I suppose everyone does. Yeah, it's just a place of huge sadness. Emotionally, I'm very moved by it. Yeah, not else I can say really. It's just a terrible, terrible thing.
It's kind of weird that, you know, we came here, just for me it was to see the memorial, but also because it was like a tourist attraction, and actually it's pretty moving. But I think it is treated like an attraction. I think that, you know, there are obviously those who come here to pay their respects and to remember what happened, but I think there are also people who come here just to take a selfie and just to tick a box, and it just seems like...
What I would do is say, babe, you can't put that out. You can't say anything that anyone would even take slightly misconstrued over this place. You couldn't put that on YouTube. I understand the thing about the selfies, I feel exactly the same way.
I don't know, I think that coming to the 9/11 memorial and taking selfies, it seems somehow wrong. It just seems disrespectful. Like, I get that selfies are just part of society these days. I get that that's just what happens, and I'm sure that people don't mean anything by it, but it just seems to kind of disrespect what this place is meant to be about.
I agree, but we filmed as well. We didn't film ourselves there, but, you know, at what level does the hypocrisy end?
I think that there's a difference between filming or taking a photo and taking a selfie. I don't know, selfie is pedantic, I understand, it's very pedantic, but to me, I don't know, it just seemed a little bit it
does seem disrespectful,
it
which is
didn't
why
quite
we're
seem right to be
filming away
taking
from the memorial.
selfies. Hey?
That's why we're filming away from the memorial.
Right, exactly, that's why we're sitting here away, not like up against, and I only filmed for maybe 15 seconds because it just didn't feel right. I don't know. I mean, they're beautiful. They're actually, you know, they're very beautiful. I don't even know what to call them. Waterfalls. You know, visually they're quite spectacular. So, you know, I'm not saying they should be photographed, because they absolutely should be, but I think that you need to be careful to do it in a respectful way.
I think probably all I would say is that in all my years of life.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go on.
I would say that in all my years of life, watching the events of September 11th unfold, which probably it was singularly the most horrific thing I ever saw. I was in London, obviously, at the time. I wasn't here, but it was, I don't know. I think It affected me deeply, but it affected the world deeply. And I think the fact that it was, you know, so close to home, to place we visited, to people that we had such a strong affinity to, I don't know, it was hard. And, you know, as we've spent, what, 2 days in New York now, or this is our second day, and I've been here before, and the thing that strikes me about New York is the complete kind of acceptance, the cosmopolitan aspect of the city, that everyone's accepted here. Half the people we see who obviously aren't tourists, obviously weren't born in New York. You know, there's a Chinatown which is huge, there's Little Italy, there are, you know, people from all kind of corners of the world living together in this kind of like hodgepodge of kind of this melting pot of society. And I don't know, the fact that this has happened, I don't know, it's what, 16 years on? Still fucking horrific.
So we got to New York yesterday.
New York, it's a New Yorkie place.
You're literally going to the bathroom. Why don't you just sit on that chair?
Because every time I look at you, I laugh.
So yesterday we dumped our bags and we headed out straight away. We went to Central Park and we're staying in Chinatown. So Nick had been here before and he said that everything's walkable in Manhattan. You can walk from one end to the other. It's not a problem.
So we are here and we are going to... We are going to...
Where are we going to?
And we've got fucking Scoobies. Ah, here we are, look.
No, we're going down here. We want to come this way, the Bowery, Canal Street. So we went down to the foyer and we asked one of the guys at the door, whatever you call them, you know, we want to walk to Times Square. And he looked at us like we were crazy. He's like, you can't walk to Times Square from here. And we said, well, how far is it? And he literally had no idea. He was like, I think it's a mile. And I mean, we said, well, a mile isn't that far. Like, we can walk a mile. And he's like, no, it will take you like an hour. And he got his iPad out, or iPod, or what, not iPod, iPhone. And he looked it up on Google Maps and he said, no, it's like an hour and 20 minutes to Times Square. Like, you cannot walk that far. And so, and I was wearing like my little high heels and, you know, we weren't really dressed for it. So we set off in the direction of, you know, Times Square / Central Park / Fifth Avenue.
So here we are. New York City. What do you think? What are your first impressions?
Well, it's a world away from the Bahamas.
It's true. And I want a hot dog, and I want a steak, and I want fried chicken, and I've already had a donut. And that 32-ounce massive coffee is just kicking in.
We saw some pretty mind-blowing things, really. I mean, New York is unlike anywhere else I can think of in the whole world. It's certainly unlike anywhere else I've been to, and I can't imagine... There's no city that I can compare it to. Nick? Can you think of anywhere that you can compare?
Probably London is the closest, but that's not really, doesn't really do it justice.
I mean, comparing this to London is just... They're completely different from each other. You know, I thought that I knew what a big city was, but New York is just on a whole other level.
New York City. Amazing. Everything I've always thought it would be. Dirty taxis, hot dogs, steam, buildings, crazy people, bohemian people, hipster people, pizza, those little Vietnamese buns we just had. Loving it. Come on, you.
You know, the skyscrapers are just, they just tower over you. You know, you're walking down the street and they just, you know, you feel so small. It's just incredible. You know, we went past Macy's and it had a sign out the front saying, the biggest store in the world. And Nick's like, it's just like Selfridges, like, you know, it's not that big. And we walked down the street and Macy's, as I'm sure many of you know, takes up an entire block. Like, we walked for like a good 4 to 5 minutes and we were still walking alongside Macy's. It was beyond huge. The size of this place is just, it can't be described. So we went to Times Square, which I know is a tourist trap, and I understand that like it's a bit like Piccadilly Circus, except on a far, far, far bigger scale, where you go and you take some photos, and then you're like, oh, okay, then move on. But it was pretty. To me, it was pretty phenomenal to be in Times Square. I mean, it really is mind-boggling how. Just the pure size of everything, just how big everything is, how bright everything is. Like these billboards are just, they stretch for like an entire block. They're just huge. It was special. It was really amazing.
You filming?
Yeah. Where are we?
I don't know, what's it called again? The laneways?
The High Line.
The High Lines. So we've come to the end of our 2 days in New York. I've loved it. I love New York. It's very beautiful, very cultured. I think it's got the right amount of crazy. I love it. I think it's artistic and beautiful and vibrant and intelligent. And I want to come back. And as I said to you before, I'd like to come and live here for a period of time if I was in media, doing some crazy media job in another world that I don't live in. But yeah, I could see myself spending time here. But it's the same as London. You know, we spent so many years in London doing our thing in London. And after a while, I just needed to leave London, which is why we got into the sailing boat thing. But to dip back in and just go and explore it and enjoy it is wonderful. So yeah, really happy. For what I've seen of New York, I mean, we've been walking around for, 2 days now? It's a very young city. If you strip the tourists out, you see a lot of kind of like under 50s milling around, just doing their thing. It seems to be a city of the youth, whereas Charleston wasn't so much that. There's just a lot of young, funky people, and yeah, I'm just really happy with it. Really happy we came, and yeah, want to come back.
So we got to New York yesterday.
New York, it's a New Yorkie place.
And we arrived at this beautiful hotel. It's... Can you...
Can't help it, sorry.
How about you have some gum? Just try and control yourself while I'm talking into the camera, if that's possible. So we arrived yesterday. For fuck's sake, shut up. Just bite down, you're meant to be doing something right now.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So yesterday we arrived into New York City. Okay, why don't you say it?
Could you?
And Nick.
Alright, I'll behave. Oh, what day is it, babe?
Sunday. Okay, can you give me maybe 60 seconds of silence? Is that possible at all? Excellent. So, okay, you can say it. No, I'm not doing it anymore. You say it. You say it.
I'm busy.
No, I don't
Please
care.
do it.
No.
Well, no, you're so much better at it. I promise you, that was my last naughtiness.
You literally do not get another chance now.
I know.
Can you not busy yourself with something? Fuck, I feel like this is like an excellent practice run for being a mother, I feel like. I feel like I could handle any wayward child at this point.
Alright.
Easily. So,
Do I need to get to the bathroom?
please. That would be fantastic. You're literally going to the bathroom. Why don't you just sit on that chair?
Because every time I look at you, I laugh.
I just want to do this now while the bed is made.
Can I go?
So, okay, take 15.